Hello everyone, and welcome back. We're greeting a brand new day here in a snowy Kinlag. As you can see, it's mid-February, and the entire landscape is buried under a thick blanket of snow. I've just hopped out of bed, so I'm still running around in a t-shirt. Definitely not the best idea for this weather. Let me grab a coat real quick, and then we'll decide on our plan for today. We have some heavy-duty work ahead of us. That's much better. Now, the planting season usually kicks off in March, and if we take a look at what we can plant, we have corn, grapes, green beans, oats, olives, onions, peas, poplar, potatoes, spinach, sugar beet, sugar cane, and sunflowers. I haven't made a final decision yet. First, I want to get the field ready. The scenery is absolutely stunning, isn't it? It makes the hard work ahead feel a lot more peaceful. I'm planning to plant 3 different fields, so I'll be getting all of them ready for March. I'm going to plow them today. Since we have the budget for it, I'm going to buy a powerful tractor, one that can handle this tough terrain without breaking a sweat. I'm going with the Case Steiger. If I remember correctly, this tractor was added in one of the recent patches. To be honest, I've never used a Case in this game before. This Steiger will be my first. We're going to buy it outright with our cash. No loans needed. One of the best things about it is the 3-point hitch. It's a feature you don't always find on the John Deere 9RX, so it's a huge plus for us. I'm going to buy a large, wide cultivator to match this powerful tractor. But first, I need to check if my fields need plowing. It turns out the fields I'm planning to plant don't need plowing after all, so I can go ahead and get a massive cultivator instead. I'm purchasing this massive 14-meter Väderstad cultivator. With the power we have now, we can easily handle this width and get these fields ready in no time. And here it is, my brand new tractor, the Case Steiger. The color is a vibrant lime green, and I have to say, it looks absolutely stunning. Let me stand right next to it so we can truly appreciate the sheer size and majesty of this massive machine. Look at that! When I turn it left and right, the stairs move as well. That's a really interesting detail. It's great to see that kind of mechanical precision in the game. As I mentioned before, I've never used a case in this game, and it turns out my very first one is this absolute beast. It has a top speed of 40 kilometers per h. Well, let's see how it performs out in the field. Time to put it to the test. This cultivator is absolutely massive on its own. Only a powerful machine like the Case Steiger could pull something this size. Do you see that? It's climbing uphill without breaking a sweat, handling the weight effortlessly. Even if this cultivator were 28 meters wide instead of 14, I'm sure this machine would still pull it with ease. It honestly feels like nothing can stop the Steiger. It just handles the load so effortlessly. The power-to-weight ratio of this Steiger is tuned so perfectly that it can pull this massive width even on snowy and slippery ground without any wheel slip. It's just incredible to watch. Once I'm done with the fields, I'll be using the Nexat for a slurry application. I should mention that, in the game, you don't technically need to cultivate before applying slurry. I'm doing this mostly out of curiosity. I really wanted to see how the Case handles this 14-meter cultivator, and honestly, It just makes the fields look so much better. Honestly, I could play with this beast all day long. The power, the handling, the overall feel, it's just so satisfying to operate. I think that white box right there is a mini fridge. It's those little details in the cabin that really show how much work went into the realism of this machine. Even though we're heading uphill, This beast doesn't even flinch. And as you can see, we've finished this entire massive field in just a matter of minutes. Whether we're going uphill or downhill, our maximum working speed stays steady at 15 kilometers an hour. It never drops. That's really impressive. Now, let's move on to our other field. Actually, I'm going to hand this over to a hired worker, and while they handle the cultivating, I'll jump into the next set to start the slurry application. Let's see how much slurry our cows have managed to produce. I honestly don't think it'll be enough for all 3 fields, though. If we run out, we'll just buy some from Katie to finish the job. 100,000 liters. It's a good amount, but I think I should build an extra slurry tank or storage unit here. Our load is incredibly heavy right now, and just look at that. The JCB is actually sliding on the snow. By the way, Giants just released a new pack called the Väderstad pack. It's filled with all sorts of specialized machines for slurry operations. I've checked out some early access videos, and I absolutely love the wild boar detail they added. I might actually buy the pack just for those wild boars. By the way, the worker has already finished the job. Let's send him over to the next field now. I'm going to let the worker handle the other field with the JCB. As for me, I want to take the case and see how it pulls this tanker uphill. Let's see if it can handle this massive weight as easily as the cultivator. As you can see, this is about as much power as the JCB can deliver on a flat field. I'm handing it over to the worker right now. Let's grab the rest of the slurry our cows have produced. I want to make sure we use every last drop before I head out to the fields with this massive setup. Now that I've completely emptied the tanker, and we've run out of our own slurry, it's time to head over to Katie's to restock. Once we're fully loaded again, we can finally get into that uphill power test I've been waiting for. All right, let's see how it handles this uphill climb with 65,000 liters of slurry. This is going to be the ultimate test for the Case's power and torque. Not bad at all. Actually, I'd say it's fantastic. Handling a 65,000 liter load like this, the power is just incredible. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to finish up the rest of the work here, and I'll see you all in March. I'm not quite sure what I'll be planting yet, so stay tuned for the next video to find out. Take care, and goodbye.